Some careers are built in classrooms. Others are built on factory floors, on fishing vessels in the Bering Sea, and in the kind of small town where everyone knows your name and your handshake means something. This is the career of Jason Newton, mechanical technician, maintenance and operations leader, and lifelong resident of Moses Lake, Washington. Jason Newton is a mechanical technician at Group 14 Technologies in Moses Lake, Washington, an advanced battery-activated materials manufacturing company at the forefront of silicon-carbon battery technology. With over a decade of hands-on experience in industrial maintenance, food processing, fabrication, and operations leadership, Jason brings a rare combination of technical depth and people-first leadership to everything he does. He is a Washington State University business management graduate, a United States Coast Guard credentialed merchant mariner, and a committed member of the Moses Lake community. Over the course of his career, Jason has led maintenance and operations teams of 30 to 50 people, overseen complex industrial operations across manufacturing and maritime environments, and built a reputation as someone who shows up prepared, stays calm under pressure, and keeps systems running when it matters most. His background spans 4 distinct industries: gray and ductile iron foundry manufacturing, commercial maritime engineering aboard a catcher processor fishing vessel in the Bering Sea, potato processing at a 2-line French fry plant, and advanced battery-activated materials production, giving him a perspective on operations, safety, and team leadership that most technicians simply don't have. Jason's career began in 2011 at D&L Foundry in Moses Lake, where he spent 7 years progressing from maintenance technician through heavy equipment operator, safety operations specialist, and post-production supervisor, all while earning his associate's degree in art and science at Big Bend Community College and his bachelor's degree in business management from Washington State University. In 2018, he transitioned to commercial maritime engineering, spending 3 years as second assistant engineer and oiler aboard the Starbound with Aleutian spray fisheries in the Bering Sea. From 2021 to 2024, he returned to industrial manufacturing at Simplot's Moses Lake potato processing French fry plant, where he led a maintenance team of approximately 30 people and later managed full plant shifts of 40 to 50 personnel spanning safety, quality, process, packaging, and maintenance. Since August 2024, he has served as mechanical technician at Group 14 Technologies, supporting maintenance, fabrication, and planning for a cutting-edge advanced battery-activated materials manufacturing operation nearing full production at their new BAM2 facility in Moses Lake. D&L Foundry is the largest producer of construction castings in the western United States, capable of producing 140 tons of gray and ductile iron castings per day. Manhole covers, inlet grates, valve boxes, tree grates, the kind of stuff you walk over every day and never think about. Jason spent 7 years there and worked basically every part of that operation. He started as a maintenance tech handling fabrication projects, rolling stock maintenance, lubrication rounds and shutdown work, the unglamorous stuff that keeps a foundry alive. The equipment list reads like a mechanical technician's dream resume: cupola furnaces and induction furnaces, running molten iron at temperatures over 2,600 degrees, Simpson sand mullers mixing green sand to precise specifications, Didion and Carrier rotary shakeout drums separating castings from molds, Wheelabrator shot blast machines cleaning finished castings, and Bullard vertical turret lathes machining manhole covers to exact tolerances. Overhead bridge cranes and magnetic material handling cranes at the scrapyard kept raw material moving. PLC-controlled conveyor systems tied the whole production line together. As a heavy equipment operator at the material processing facility, he ran magnetic cranes, drove trucks and tractor trailers, operated front-end loaders and bobcats, and managed the scale. As safety operations specialist, he owned safety training, audits, inspections, and incident reporting for the whole facility. By the time he left as post-production supervisor, he was running the grind department, overseeing machining on the vertical turret lathes, and managing assembly and packaging operations. 7 years of learning how to keep a serious industrial operation moving. One of the most distinctive chapters of Jason's career took place far from Moses Lake aboard a 300-foot commercial catcher processor in the Bering Sea. The Starbound is one of the most capable Alaskan pollock processing vessels to ever work the Bering Sea. You want to talk about real Bering Sea fishing? This is it. Not a glamorous job. Not a comfortable one. The kind of work that tests everything you think you know about yourself and does it while the ocean throws 20 foot, swells at the hull. As second assistant engineer and oiler, Jason was responsible for maintaining and operating a 1,500 horsepower R22 refrigeration plant, a 4,800 kilowatt diesel electric power plant, a 400 brake horsepower water tube boiler, and a fully operational fish processing and packaging line, including fish meal and fish oil plant systems. This work required exceptional technical knowledge, calm decision making under pressure, and the kind of team first mindset that only comes from operating miles from shore with lives depending on every system staying online. This experience earned Jason his United States Coast Guard Merchant Mariner credential as a qualified member of the engineering department, electrician, and refrigerating engineer, and shaped his approach to industrial operations in ways that remain evident every single day. The Simplot company's Moses Lake plant has been making French fries since 1964 and produces around 400 million pounds of product a year. Straight cut fries that end up at McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Time, and restaurant tables around the world. Jason spent 3 years there and eventually ran the whole operations and mechanical side of that facility. The process starts with whole potatoes coming in from Columbia Basin farms, running through steam peelers, cutters, and washers before hitting the Idaho steel blancher, which cooks off excess sugars and adds dextrose for that golden color, then the Idaho steel fryer, and finally a spiral freeze tunnel for individual quick freezing before packaging. On the packaging side, Ishida scales keep weights precise, and Bosch baggers and Blueprint automation case packers and erectors handle the finished product. Key technologies, shaker conveyors, and ISO drives move product through the line. Volta vulcanized belting handles product conveyance throughout. The quality and sorting side runs Manta optical sorters, automatic defect removal systems, whole potato sorters, and length defect analyzers. Robotic palletizers stack it all for shipping. And underneath all of it, centrifugal and a variety of positive displacement pumps everywhere. A large anhydrous ammonia refrigeration system keeping the spiral freezer running, steam boilers, and enough conveyor belt footage to make your head spin. As maintenance supervisor, Jason managed work orders, preventative maintenance scheduling, and parts inventory through J.D. Edwards Enterprise. He was also in the on-call rotation for electrical issues and handled instrument and control problems more often than the org chart technically required. That's just what you do when the line needs to keep moving. At Group 14 Technologies, Jason is working at the front edge of what the battery materials industry is building right now. Group 14's flagship product is SCC55, a silicon carbon composite anode material that delivers up to 50% more energy density than conventional lithium-ion batteries and charges in minutes instead of hours. It's already inside millions of smartphones and is headed into electric vehicles and grid storage applications worldwide. The Moses Lake BAM2 facility is one of the most significant advanced manufacturing projects in Washington state history, backed by over $1 billion in equity and a U.S. Department of Energy award of up to $200 million. Jason's day-to-day work at Group 14 covers the full range of mechanical maintenance, repairs, and fabrication across a technically demanding environment. Maintenance planning and work order management runs through Fluke X5, keeping preventative maintenance schedules tight and equipment tracking accurate in a commissioning environment where staying ahead of failures matters more than ever. This is a brand new, fully automated facility still coming online, the kind of work that requires a technician who can handle both the bleeding edge and the old school fundamentals at the same time. Jason is exactly that. Jason's education reflects the breadth of his career. He holds a Bachelor of Arts in Business Management and Operations from Washington State University. Go Cougs! Which gave him the organizational and leadership framework to complement his hands-on technical skills. His United States Coast Guard Merchant Mariner credential was earned the hard way, real sea time aboard the Starbound official Coast Guard exams, and a structured program through Mid-Atlantic Maritime Academy in Norfolk, Virginia. That credential certifies him as a qualified member of the engineering department, specializing in electrical systems and refrigeration engineering, not something you get by sitting in a classroom. He also holds an associate's degree in art and science from Big Bend Community College right here in Moses Lake, where his higher education and career journey both began. Jason holds an extensive list of certifications and training that reflect a career spent in high-stakes industrial environments. His process safety management certification and EPA 608 universal refrigeration credential cover the serious stuff. Plants running large quantities of anhydrous ammonia and R22 refrigerants where a mistake isn't just expensive, it's dangerous and can be deadly. His Lean Six Sigma champion and lean practitioner training show a commitment to continuous improvement and getting more out of existing systems without just throwing money at problems. The Yaskawa VFD hands-on training is worth calling out specifically because it speaks to something every industrial maintenance professional deals with right now, the shift from the old world of gearboxes, relays, timers, and purely mechanical drive assemblies into the modern era of VFDs, PLCs, and automated systems. Jason has worked both sides of that transition. He's been in plants built in 1964 with belts and sheaves on everything, and he's commissioning brand new fully automated facilities at Group 14. That breadth of experience is genuinely rare. His crane, rigging and signaling training, and shipyard competent person certification from the Seattle Fire Department speak to years of working around heavy industrial equipment and maritime environments where moving large systems safely is a core competency. Jason's core competencies span both the technical and the operational. From preventative maintenance and equipment troubleshooting to team leadership and shutdown planning, he brings the full spectrum of skills required to keep complex industrial operations running safely and efficiently. His experience with large-scale industrial refrigeration systems handling anhydrous ammonia and R22 refrigerants, diesel-electric power plants, steam and boiler systems, and PLC, and variable frequency drive systems gives him hands-on technical depth that is genuinely difficult to find in a single candidate. His proficiency with CMMS platforms, including JD Edwards Enterprise at Simplot and Fluke X5 at Group 14, means he doesn't just fix equipment. He tracks it, schedules it, and builds the kind of maintenance program that keeps surprises off the plant floor. Add in food production process and packaging equipment, powder handling systems, pump systems, and overhead crane and rigging operations, and you have a maintenance professional who has seen enough different industries and enough different equipment to adapt quickly and contribute from day one. Outside of work, Jason is deeply rooted in Moses Lake. He coached youth football at Frontier Middle School, attends Grace Harvest Church, and has been part of this community his entire life. He is a proud father who believes that how you show up for your family and your neighbors says just as much about you as how you perform on the job. That character doesn't stay at the door when he clocks in. It shows up in how he leads his team, how he mentors younger workers, and how he carries himself on the floor every single day. Jason Newton, mechanical technician, maintenance professional, operations leader, Moses Lake, Washington. 10 plus years of experience across iron foundry manufacturing, commercial maritime engineering, food processing, and advanced battery-activated materials production. If you are looking for someone who brings real technical depth, hands-on industrial experience across multiple industries, genuine CMMS proficiency, and real leadership ability to a maintenance and operations role, Jason is worth a conversation. Visit jasondavidnewton.com to see his full background, download his resume, and get in touch. Links are in the description below. Have a great day.